What do you define redemption? That is the one thing which I just want to know the definition of redemption.
Is that really how we're starting our show?
Yes.
Yeah. Redemption is when you're down, how do you get up from there?
It's a comeback.
I have only 2 words for it. Abhishek Sharma.
No, I knew you were going to get to that, but I'm not going to count Abhishek Sharma's redemption because of just one very small sample size, one game.
I know that, but then see, you fall for a duck in the first game, okay? Now you blasted 100. In T20Is, as you know, that recovery time, whatever you want to do, it is very minuscule.
Especially in this series case, because it's literally one day after.
Exactly.
There's no gap.
Consecutive day.
There is no gap.
I can understand that, yes, this series is a spotlight for a lot of youngsters, for them to establish themselves for the next 2 years. 2025, at least until June, they are not going to be in focus. After that, building up to 2026, you're going to do it, because today, 46 ball 100, 7 fours, 8 sixes, all those 8 sixes, I can't think of any one of them that was totally mishit.
Yeah.
Clean hitting, and especially those lofted shots over extra car. Fantastic. And Rituraj Gaikwad 77, 48.
Well, he didn't really do well in the initial overs. He
That's
really
been the
provided
Gaikwad
final
template.
flourish. Yeah.
That's been the Gaikwad template. I'm not saying it's one I agree with. I'm just saying that early on that was a template that was working, especially when you see that Abhishek was really going all guns.
And this template sounds similar to one of the cricketers who just retired from the T20.
You can name cricketers directly.
You can not just. I'm not even going the Kohli route.
I'm trying to make it exciting.
Yeah, but never mind Kohli. The take a deep template is borrowed from his CSK.
Oh my god, wait. Something struck me.
Yeah.
What is today?
7 July.
Of 47 balls.
Tala for a reason.
Thala for a
Oh my
reason.
god, Chinna Tala is emulating his bigger Tala. I mean, look
Never
at it.
mind that. Rinku Singh.
2 plus 5.
Exactly. 2 fours, 5 sixes, Thala for a reason.
Exactly.
Finished off the innings in style.
No. 48 plus
7
22.
fours.
48 plus 22, 70. Thala for a reason. 4 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2, 16. 6 plus 1, 7. Thala for a reason.
A number of extras, 7. Thala for a reason.
Thala for a reason.
Number of fours by Abhishek Sharma 7.
Of course,
Thala
Thala for a reason. So, 47 balls, everything. 47 balls, 22. Look at the carnage that has happened on MS Dhoni's birthday. 7/7/1981. Today is MS Dhoni's birthday. He turns 43 years of age, and we wish Thala Dhoni a very, very happy birthday.
Very happy return.
All your, you may say, pupils, disciples, they have given Thala for a
And
reason.
listen, the best tribute to Dhoni comes from Rinku Singh. The man coming in and actually showing you how to finish off a game.
Yes.
Like this. Took 2-3 balls, but once he started hitting, come on, 2 fours, 5 sixes. Can you imagine an India team which won the World Cup if they have to somehow manage a way to fit in Rinku Singh? I think you would have won it far more comfortably.
Yeah, and in fact, I know that now we have ended up winning the World Cup, and the decision of actually getting the senior players back has been proven right. Everyone,
Vindicated.
Most of us have been proven wrong and all of that. But this is exactly the reason why I wanted these youngsters to come. You know what? Let's just not look at the strike rates, how many sixes they have had, the total they have ended. Just the way all the sixes, all of them have landed in the stands, and just the kind of power, the kind of timing, the exact carnage that they have actually managed to bring. That just shows why so many people were rooting for this young side. I know yesterday wasn't a good day for them, but with this approach, you are going to have many bad days also. But the days when you actually come out and perform, this is how it's going to end up.
Yeah,
all the sixes, 104-meter sixes. Can you imagine this sort of carnage from the team that has won the World Cup?
No. You did see a couple of them. I mean, Rohit deposited some on the roof in St. Lucia.
Clock sweep of Pat Cummins.
That went into the roof. That was a 95.
But Sid, we said, don't we already call that innings of Rohit Sharma one of his best T20I innings? Exactly. So and for them, this is
I'm one of his best innings in the T20 World.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's what I'm no discredit to the team that won the World Cup. Of course, they have become world champions and all of that. Their way of playing and everything, we did see a change. But it's just a difference in mindset, and it's not even their fault. I think it's also with the generational change in cricket in general. So that has changed overall, and you can clearly see the reflection in this side.
But that's what really worries me about that, or not worries me about that approach, is that in very ironic fashion, your captain seems most out of touch with that approach. He's the one batter, and look, I can excuse a low score, but he didn't even look like there was any much intent there. Look to see it out early and then end up getting out to a rather weak, tame shot.
It was.
Good catch. Good catch, but
I mean, if you look at the early movement that was there, Muzrabani, I mean, you all accused that KL Rahul used to play out one maiden over and then today a 19 over.
And against Zimbabwe also.
Yeah. Today,
that's where he came back also, right?
Muzrabani bowled a maiden to, I think it was to Rituraj. Rituraj was having no clue against Muzrabani. Now, see, taking the game deep, what has happened? Rinku Singh, he finished off with, I think he hit 3 sixes on the trot, if I'm not mistaken.
He hit 30 of his last 8 balls.
30 of 8 balls. And it is typical Rinku Singh, if you look at it.
People will look at it, and those who don't maybe perhaps follow the IPL religiously will be like, where did this guy come from? I've been seeing him do it for 3 years now.
Yeah.
You know what he's capable of, and more so than anything else, it's not, and see, this is the difference. It's not that he's learned any new shots. It's just the clarity of thought.
Yeah.
Clarity of thought is all that matters. He knows I have to go there and whack. I'm going to go there and whack. If it doesn't come off, no problem. When it does come off, it
will be right. And it's not just Rinku Singh, it's I think all of the players on the side, be it Abhishek Sharma, be it Rituraj Gaikwad, even later on in his innings, even Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel, Washington Sundar for that matter.
Yeah. See, one can argue that the conditions were good for batting, and that's what Shubman Gill also said at the toss, that the conditions might be tough, as the match progresses. But this is where I think one of the question comes in, that did India have the psychological advantage of knowing that they have batting till number 8? Because yesterday that wasn't really the case, and today when you see the way Gaikwad and Rinku Singh played towards the end overs, I think there was no fear at all. And sometimes I feel, or in fact I think in most of the times, there is this thing going around that okay, when you have an extra batter, you can go for your shots even if that means you fall after a camera.
3 factors, I would say. 3 factors. Number 1, look, today you had 8.
Yeah.
But see, you only lost 2 wickets, okay?
Yeah.
There, I think the pitch, factor number 2, that pitch looked different. I think they struggled a bit more in that pitch because it was slow and low.
But I think they were rather I think more rash shots in the first T20.
No, I think it was bowling.
No, yesterday I think it was also about again what I'm talking about, the mindset that this team is carrying, and I think that's why I'm also mentioning about this fact that this mindset is definitely not going to pay off 10 out of 10 times. It might not pay off. It might pay off just 7 times, might just 6 times, maybe just 5 times. But those 5 times, it's going to be something of this sort, of maybe more than this.
Key factor I would say is that they got a rude awakening. They got a rude awakening, and that's why today, we I think kind of were very low on intensity. Bad shot selection, I think took them lightly. That's why today, a game. Let's see, and today, look at the number of full tosses that have been bowled by the Zimbabwe spinners in particular. Okay, Sikandar Raza, he was key yesterday. Today, he went for 11. Look at all the others. Muzarabani is like a beacon of light in this Zimbabwe bowling lineup here.
Yeah, otherwise, look at Dion Myers. That 1 over, I think, changed a lot because he went for 28 runs.
Abhishek
Sharma.
I mean, imagine full tosses and all, and that too, one side of the boundary is relatively small, but yeah, it is a big boundary in Harare that you're seeing. It's about 70 meters plus. So that's why it was terrible planning. Sikandar Raza went alright today, but he couldn't have done anything for one simple reason, that Abhishek was just going berserk.
Abhishek was in the zone. Let's be very frank, and I'll be very interested to see how this goes about, because again, it's worth remembering that India have sacrificed a bowler.
I was going to get
you only have 2 seamers.
You have Sundar, Ravi Bishnoi, Avesh and Mukesh. These are your 4 pure bowlers.
Which means that Abhishek Sharma and Riyan Parag
no, I think it's going to be Sai Sudarshan.
Could very well be Sai Sudarshan.
But
Riyan
the
Parag.
fifth
You
bowler.
have options.
Yeah, you have Riyan Parag. For his fifth bowling option, you have Riyan Parag, Sai Sudarshan, and Abhishek.
Abhishek Sharma.
And Abhishek bowled last game also.
Yeah,
So I
just
think-
one over, right? If I'm not.
He may bowl a couple of overs today, then Riyan Parag and the likes of Sai Sudarshan might do it.
I don't know. I just feel I don't see Riyan Parag bowling. I feel it's going to be
Could
Sai
be.
Sudarshan and him.
You could see one Abhishek
Sharma
bowl out.
too.
Looking at the way that he's had today,
The golden
who knows, he
touch.
could take 2-3 wickets also.
Absolutely.
So that is the situation. And where innocent Kaya almost hold out.
He'll also come out all guns.
No, what it tells you is that this is a very good batting track. So I'll hold my horses on. I think it's a good total. I think India is still winning it, but it will not be that close a game, or it will not be that one-sided a game if they don't get wickets early. They need early wickets.
Well, I think, India started the power play with 36. 6 for 36. 6
Yeah,
overs,
but
36.
after
After that, I think now with the pitch having eased off, Zimbabwe might score runs quickly, but they'll also lose wickets quickly. Because this kind of a situation, chasing,
Also chasing, yeah.
it's a big problem for them.
They'll have to after those big
Almost
runs.
200 runs of the last 14 overs for India.
Yeah, they actually came back very nicely.
Abhishek was simply magnificent, and if
And
you look
Rinku
at
to
it,
end things off.
Rinku Singh gave that
Doing
finish.
Rinku Singh
Man,
thing.
just those sixes, if this is a 70+ meter boundary and then still the sixes are going into the stands, that just clearly shows what the mindset is, what the ability is specifically.
No, the best part about Rinku is forget 360, forget innovation. Stand still, clean hit straight down the ground or in the V or in that zone that is there. Nothing.
It's that orthodox,
hitting shots.
and it's that orthodox style of actually hitting. They just say that if you have to hit those balls long, you need to have your head still. You need to keep your base settled and strong. We have seen players actually, somebody like a Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, all these players like moving around, and that is another way to deal with it. But
Told you,
meanwhile,
Rinku Singh
ball by Mukesh.
again got bowled again. And that is why, they may want to score quickly, but they'll lose.
because of the reason that they're chasing.
So that's about it. So we'll join you back. India have already got their first wicket, and it's going to be a very, very uphill task for Zimbabwe.
At
So
this point, yeah.
Yep. So from
Nice
me,
little in nipper.
yeah, right out of the deck, brilliant from Mukesh. So from me, Shashwat, Shane, and Sid Gulati, it is bye bye. Subscribe, and we'll be back for the post game.